Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. Of course, my name is Tommy and I am with Zgrills, and on today's show it is going to be my slant on a Mexican short rib taco. I've already got my Zgrills loaded down with cherry pellets. I've got my ingredients here laid out on the board. Let's start right there. Let's lower the cameras. I've got some short ribs that I want to show you. We will smoke them at 250 for approximately 5 hours. We want those toothpick tender. As the show moves along, I will show you all these other ingredients, exactly what we're going to do with them. I am telling you right now, this is going to be through the roof with flavor. So let's take a brief look at our short ribs here. About the only thing we need to do with these is just take off any thick fat, anything over 1/8 of an inch or so, just kind of trim off. We are going to go with a basic 16 mesh black pepper and kosher salt, and you definitely want to get a lot of salt and black pepper on, as these are going to be sitting in that pit for about 5-6 hours, so they are going to absorb up all that smoke. The pepper, the salt is all key to the recipe. Also of note, anytime I am doing a recipe like this, I like to keep it with the basics of salt and black pepper only. There you go. Alrighty guys, so look, that looks pretty good here. As noted, I've already got my Zgrills fired up. We are gonna run it at 250, and we are looking at, like I said, probably a good 5-hour smoke. Let's get on over to the Z. Let's get these short ribs on. Let's let them go for a little bit. After about an hour or so, I'll bring you back and we will move on to the next step. So you always want to know where your fire pot is, and that is right in the center. So I will align my short ribs around the fire pot, and we are going to run them like this for an hour. So look, we are 1 hour into the cook and ready to move on to our next step. I've got a tin and a rack here. I've got some guajito peppers over here. I've already split them and deseeded them. We are going to get a little bit of flavor out of them. Let's get on over to the Z. Let's get those short ribs off, get them on the rack, and I'll show you what to do from there. And as you can see, we got some nice color on those short ribs. I am definitely excited about that. Oh. These are looking good. Alrighty, so that is that here. We will get these back on the pit. We will let them go at 250, probably for about an hour, hour and a half or so. At that time, I will bring you back. We will move on to the next step, and I am telling you, we are gonna start to build some flavors, so you are definitely gonna wanna stay tuned to that. Just like that, we are another hour and a half in, and it is time to move on to the next step. That is approximately 2.5 hours total. Let's go in, let's get the short ribs off. We will get them here on the board, and I'll show you what to do. So basically what we want to do here is we want to remove the short ribs from the tin. We want to remove the peppers from the tin. We will get the peppers in the house. They have done the first part of their job. They have toasted off, extracted that flavor. We will use them in the later steps down the road. We will get the short ribs back in the tin and back on the pit. Basically what I am going to do here is I am going to build a little bit more flavor. I got some Better Than bouillon. This is a roasted beef base. And to that I am going to add some water. If you wanted to add a nice dark beer or a Mexican beer, you can do that, but water is preferred by me, so that is what I'm going to add. Alrighty, and that is that, easy peasy, man. Again, the peppers will go in the house. We will see them a little bit later. Other than that, it is just let these suckers run probably now for a straight hour and a half. Maybe I'll bring you guys back for a little bit of spritz. Other than that, it is smooth sailing. We have reached that 5.5 hour mark, and the short ribs are reading approximately 194 more importantly than that, they are all probing toothpick tender, so that is what you want. Let's go in, let's get them off, let's get them here on the board. I gotta extract some of that juice, get them in the blender that I've got set up here, because that there is where all the magic happens. Come on. Oh man, if you've never had these beef short ribs, they are good to go just like that. But we are gonna take all these flavors I got there on the board and jack it up even further. Okay, so look, what we wanna do here is we wanna get some of this juice, pour it out, get it into the blender. Oh man, this is gonna be good, yeah. Get our rest of our ingredients in, and always remember we'll have a full ingredient list down in the description. Next up, we want to get our meat on the board here. I've decided to do a light chop on these beef short ribs. Let me get this all chopped up and I will bring you guys back. So here is our meat over here. We've left some of the juices in there, and I mean, you are really good to go right here, but we got to add a little bit of flavor, a little bit of magic, and that is going to be right here. And now look, it doesn't take much. Let's do up one taste test before we clean up the board here and make us up some tacos. Cheers. So that is perfect, man. It has a little bit of bite from these chipotle peppers and adobe sauce. It's got that oregano. That is a key ingredient here. I mean, it is perfect. It is juicy. It is tender. Let's clean the board and let's make us up some tacos. All right, I got my board all set up. Let's make us up some. There's no need to overfill these. You got to have that corn tortilla. And you could see we got a little bit of juice on there. That is exactly what you're looking for. Of course, mine's going to have a little bit of onion. You got to have a little bit of crunch. I got some red cabbage. A little bit of cojita cheese. And I also like a couple dollops of sour cream on mine. And of course, everyone's favorite, a little bit cilantro. Now look, I like to just kind of tear the cilantro. I don't like to chop it up. I think you get a little bit more oils by just, a little bit more flavor by just tearing it and putting it on. I know a lot of people don't like cilantro, but when you're making tacos like this, man, you gotta have it. Guys, and last but not least, you gotta have some fresh lime. And that looks pretty good to me. Cheers. All right, guys, look, man, this is a good one, man. This is a must make. If you are into tacos, if you are into the flavors of Mexico, this nails it on all fronts, man. I mean, it's got a little bit of that bite in there, like I said. It has all the flavors, man. You can taste everything. Of course, the short rib, man, I mean, this is a killer recipe for sure. So look, man, that is gonna close out this show. Don't forget Zgrills will have this whole recipe down in the description. Just press one button, you're gonna take it right to the blog, and you can print out exactly what you need so you can make this dish too. Don't forget Zgrills' Facebook account, the Instagram account, and of course the YouTube channel. Follow all those pages, and Zgrills will have you smoking, have you grilling all year long. So look, man, that is going to wrap this one up. Again, my name is Tommy. I appreciate you all for watching, and until next time, we will see you soon.